Don't tell me, Mike. Ah, okay, the mic's being stupid again. Microphone's being goddamn stupid. Come on. Okay, I think I fixed it. Keep dropping this so many times, I gotta keep duct taping it. Here I am talking in jazz, and it turns out I'm just trying to figure this out. Like, the guy literally says, go to shading tab, pick a node. Should be a bunch of nodes here. But there aren't a bunch of nodes here. That the screenshot he sent me. Like, I'm literally a noob at this. I have no idea what I just did here. Looking at the screenshot here, they have this HMS28 by average goat Ethereum 2.0, but I see a 0.1 or whatever that means. But then they have these little things attached to it. Am I supposed to set this all up myself somehow? Or was this already set up and... Not gonna lie, it's just frustrating. I think it might... Oh. Yeah, it looks cool. Maybe a different body part will actually have all this crap. Let's check. Wait, this one doesn't even have a node, I think. Wait, the Finder has a node, but this doesn't? Wait, where was the chest I just had opened? Oh, this is called the orbiter. Well, the head's called something else. Okay. Oh god, this is so annoying. What about the arms? Do arms have nodes? But maybe I'll wait for them to get back to me. So maybe I'll figure out how to make these things move. Blender how to move bones. Pose mode.
So keyframes, I like to select this automatic keyframe is just stop. And as you move.
Okay. Because I know about these bones. I played around with them before, but it's been a while. Hold T? Do something? R? Oh, here we go. What did I just do? Yeah, that moves that. Oh, okay. So, what's this? Does this actually move the, what's this do? I think I gotta select it. That moves the entire arm. Oh, someone's phone. For the most part, everything looks like it's actually rigged to move to a certain degree. Like this, rotate it. Huh. That's convenient. I was worried I would have to try to rig it. So, wait, each finger is rigged? How do I find one for each finger? Do I have to actually go inside? Oh yeah, there's one for literally each finger. I'm guessing this one is for the head? No, that's not for the head. Uh, Again for the arm? Wait, I'm confused. Why is that one for the arm? And why that arm only? Because this one also moves the arm, does it not? Hmm. What's this move then? Oh yeah, you're supposed to add thrusters to these things too, aren't you? Oh, that's beyond my pay grade. I don't know what that did, but... What's this giant one supposed to do? I want to select the giant one. Guess I'll never know. That moves the bone. I don't want to move the bone. What's this one move? The waist? It moves... No, unless you're supposed to... There's another one here. How do you select a specific one? This is confusing. Unless you're supposed to select that one first. I feel like some of these nodes are locked. I think, nope. It didn't crash, just won't undo. Yeah, you assume that would bend knee. I don't know what that did, but did not bend the knee. You would assume this one here would make the leg move. The leg is not moving. Um, maybe just the whole bones aren't. It was never completed. There we go. So that moved the other part. Okay. What's this do? Maybe I actually have to rebone most of it. I'm learning. I'm learning. This is a learning experience. Because whoever I got this from. I know. For this one, if I move this, will the other ones move? Looks like it. That looks fucked up. God, I don't know how people do this as a living. And one of the reasons, as much as I wanted to be an animator as a kid, I knew I didn't have the talent for the art. Wait, some bones are some bones not even bones? Because yeah, maybe they're not. Maybe things that are meant to be bones aren't bones. Okay. Oh, let's look at another robot, I guess. Don't save. let's look at, let's see if any have any better luck. And also thinking about it, if I hide the arms would technically not be attached to this thing, right? Let's hide the legs. What are these even a part of? Oh, wait a minute. Could these bones be attached to other chests, maybe? Because I see like a bunch of chests here, right? So, or if I do this, yeah, these bones are for. Okay. No, but if that was the case, if I would. These bones are a part of the head for this? What the fuck? Wait. Look like if I wanted to, I really gotta just do all this from scratch, don't I? Let's just go to pose mode again. And let's just even hide the torso and figure out what. So if I would rotate this, would this rotate the head? Yes, this would rotate the head. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. And if I would do the torso, which was this one? I originally assumed that would rotate the core. What's with all these little complicated bones? But well, let's say if I just want to. Okay, for the most part, I would have to delete all these and make a bone or something, a rotation point, because it's from down here, right? But I don't want it to rotate from all the way down there. I would want it to rotate from here. Okay, so can I delete these? Oh. Oh boy. Let's see. Oh, and what the fuck are these? The lights. The fucking lights. Oh. Fuck. I can't delete those. How do I select this specific one? Because it's selecting all this. The hell am I gonna do? No, I don't want. I want legs. Again with this. And it has bones for each, like the fingers and everything. And again, if I probably delete these bones, everything will be like this. Would that really be a bad thing? Oh, come on. Place you up. Is there a window for manually putting how much what rotation I want? Again with the lighting. I guess technically I just gotta select them all. Select them all. Hey, how you doing? Nope. I'm not working on a project. I am just trying to figure this shit out. And I figured I'll share my experience on a stream. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing at all.
Armature, which is basically the spinal one on the number pad of the keyboard, press Shift A. We're just going to press Shift A. First, let's go to the front view. So we're going to press 1 on the number pad of the keyboard. Press Shift A. We're going to go to Armature. Quickly, you see we have this pyramid attached to a couple of spheres. 1 on the number pad of the keyboard. Press Shift A. We're going to go to Armature. And quickly, you see we have this pyramid attached to a couple of 1 on the number pad of the keyboard. Press Shift A. We're going to go to Armature. And quickly, you see we have this pyramid attached to a couple of spheres. Now, I'm going to change the mode to make this a little bit easier. Now, we want this to be the first bone, so we can press S to downscale this. Z, then Z to move this up, and we'll start this somewhere around here, around the navel area, pelvic area, right in the middle. And we need to create bones throughout the entire body where it will move. And these spheres act as a pivotal point to make the character bend in certain directions.
Which is the background of the scene, the sky, etc.
What's going on, guys? On the bench here. And this, and the phone going. If you want, you can 3 on the keyboard. This over to finger up. I model my character on the opposite side. L. Let's just. Now we need to do the skinning section, and that's when you bind the character to the armature. So to do that, I'm going to go to object mode. So now that we're back in object mode, what I'm going to do is select the mesh first, and then shift select the armature, press Control P, and I want to parent this with automatic weights. Object mode, what I'm going to do is select the mesh first, and then shift select the armature, press Control P, and I want to parent this with automatic weights. And now if I go to pose mode, armature, press Control P, and I want to parent this with automatic weights. And now if I go to pose mode and select the bone, now I can move the character by the armature's.
I'm just trying to figure out how to make the bones work with moving this thing. That doesn't seem to do crap. Boy, oh boy. Honestly, I think I might just give up on this soon. I know this stuff takes time, and all. But if I want to make content, then yeah, okay. I have another idea how I can do this, I guess. But I'm gonna need to figure out how to get this coloring thing down.
Z, go back, bend, insert up, and we'll start this. So you see we have this. First, let's go to the front view, the spinal characters mesh to the skeletal section. So in Blender, it's called armature. So in order to create an armature, which is basically the spinal region on the bones that make the character move, we're just going to press Shift A.
Oopsie daisy. Come on. Oopsie daisy. I don't know what you're trying to express with that emoji, but whatever. Honestly, I think I would just pay someone to rig this up and everything. I do find it interesting though how, or at least arm-wise, the arms seem to be rigged just fine. But the legs don't seem to have a proper rig. How you doing? It looks like the legs are rigged, but I can't even move these bones. Are these bones locked for some reason? What kind of bones are these, I wonder? Hmm. I wonder if I should message Sinus Nerd again and asking how he bones these things. I don't want to bother the guy.
going through how to rig this mech, including the cable physics sims as well. As you can see here, it below this root.
It's spelled Canada then what?
I don't know, this stream is not meant to be for entertainment. This is just supposed to see me struggle trying to figure this out.
So we can see let's add some here for the arms, and then switch here into top view. Make sure it's all lined up this geometrized across the center axis, and we'll automatically move all those bones to this side and just save us some time on this side. Anything we build on this side, you're going to put .L at the end. And so at the end, we can symmetrize across the center axis, and we'll automatically move all those bones to this side and just save us some time. On the side, anything we build on the side, you're going to put .L at the end. And then so at the end, we can symmetrize across the center axis, and we'll automatically move all those bones to this side. On the side, anything we build on the side, you're going to put .L at the end. And then so let's just call this wing .L. Now we're going to build all the bones on the side. Anything we build on the side, you're going to put .L at the end. And then so at the end, we can symmetrize across the center axis, and we'll automatically move all those bones to this side and just save us some time. Perfect. So let's go ahead here, hit Shift A, add another bone there. We're going to go ahead, bring this up here to the center of the arm. Come in the side view here, and we're going to grab the back of this bone and move this here. But first, let's rotate the bone. So if you grab the bone and hit R, -90, while in the side view, that will rotate that -90 degrees and just give you a straight bone there so that you don't have to worry about it being at an off angle. So we'll go ahead, grab the tip there and drag that out to cover the arm here. Great. Now we're going to go ahead and add the leg. But first, let's name this. We'll name this arm .L. Perfect. I'm going to hit Shift A again, and then I'm going to break over here. And what we're going to do is bring this up to the hip. So we'll go ahead, bring the bottom of this bone to the hip, grab that top there, and we're going to bring this down to this bolt here and here. And
Sorry, I'm just watching a video.
-90 to the center of the arm. The side view here, and we're going to grab the back of this bone and move this here. But first, let's rotate the bone. So if you grab the bone and hit R, -90, while in the side view, that will rotate that -90 degrees and just give you arm here. Great. Now we're going to go ahead and add the leg. But first, let's name this. We'll name this arm .L. Perfect. I'm going to hit Shift A again, and then I'm going to bring this over here. And what we're going to do is bring this up to the hip. So we'll go ahead, bring the bottom of this bone to the hip, grab that top there, and we're going to bring this down to this bolt here in the center. The in between bone between this and the foot, let's go ahead, check, make sure everything's centered there. You can see the top of the hip here is off, so we're going to grab that back in there and move that. There. Great. We're also going to grab this bone, come over here to the bone tab and turn off deform just so that doesn't accidentally get attached to anything. That back in there and move that. There. Great. We're also going to grab this bone, come over here to the bone tab and turn off deform just so that doesn't accidentally get attached to anything. Now what we need to do is go ahead and name the bones on this leg. So let's call this .L. We'll call this chain .L. And then we just need to name this leg. I'm going to go ahead and name this top one leg incremental number. And that'll just keep it organized for when we animate. Perfect. Now we pretty much have all of our bones in place. So now what we're going to do is begin parenting. So we want to parent this body here to the root bone. Perfect. And we want to go ahead and parent this hip here to the body. And then we want to go ahead here and parent this foot bone to the root bone, just to keep offset there. And this should now be separate from the leg, which is exactly what we need for our caging. Perfect. So now we kind of have all that set up. Let's go ahead up here and connect these. So we're going to want both of these to be connected up here to the head. Great. Now, if we select everything and hit symmetrize, it will copy everything over, and we're going to grab our foot bone, and then we're going to grab our chain here, and we're going to hit Shift Op to active bone. What that's going to do is add an IK chain modifier to this bone right here, or a constraint. And then what we can do is go ahead and change the chain length. So we have 3 here, so let's go ahead, turn this up to 4, and you will see here that we now have the parent coming from here to there, which is how we know it is working correctly. And if we go ahead and grab this, you can see that now the bone is kind of crunching and moving. So in this
Just look into tutorials because most of these riggings are for humans. Just seeing one for robots. Seems like, at least for this guy, he's stuck into the skeleton frame. But for this thing I'm looking at here, it seems that the bones are all put in a different approach where, I don't know, they're all sticking around everywhere. So I muted the TV. Yeah, it's playing music. So,
instance, it kind of appears as if the mech is already squatted down. So if you wanted to animate this working with the legs as a walk cycle, you would want to kind of go ahead and lift this up first. Great. So what we can do here in pose mode is grab this bone here and parent it to this bone, as it looks like we accidentally parented it to the root in the last step. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that, grab both of these and parent to the body here. And then now when I grab this in the pose mode and move this up and down, you can see how it's actually animating that leg up and down just like that. So the mech would kind of lift up and then take a step and lift back down. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and do the same thing for this side. Go ahead, and now when we do this, you can see that our mech is a lot of times with mechs and things like that, they can only turn or move on certain rotations. So what you could do is go ahead and grab something like the head here. And by default, Blender will revert to Pontarian, which is WXYZ. You can go ahead and change this to XYZ on any bone you want to do this to. And then you can actually come here under the Bone Constraint tab, and you can start locking things. So you can see here the location on this one's already locked, and that's because it is attached to a bone, so it won't be able to move off of that bone because it is controlled by that bone in terms of its location. But what you can do is lock the rotation. So for example, if you go up here, go to global, switch this to local, you can see here that these rotation numbers will work with those local numbers. So with this local view on and our gimbal here, you can see the different axes and what way they go. So we can safely assume that the mech is not going to be able to move this way because it would just crash into itself. So one thing you could do is come over here and you could lock the easier to do this. So next let's hit Control P, and then we are going to do with empty groups. Now if we try to do automatic, it's going to be using kind of smooth shade skimming, and let's hit Control P, and then we are going to do with empty groups. Now if we try to do automatic, it's going to be using kind of smooth shade skimming and blue painting, and it's going to give our mech this kind of soft bendy look, which is not what we want. So then what you can do is go ahead here and we will switch into edit mode, and you can begin grabbing things and parenting them to the correct pieces. So for example, over here, we would want this foot piece here to parent to the foot on the left side. Make sure your wet is set to 1. Come here to the vertex tab, select all the pieces that you want and click assign. Now something I like to do is hide the pieces after I'm done so I don't and I want all the tedious process with the final stage and showing we wanted to lock the rotation to prevent those feet from rotating. We could go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go, let's call this cable merge. That's going to go ahead, select everything last, and press for a second there. Now if we hit
Okay. After looking at that, I gotta say, fuck off. Like this, kudos to people who can actually get this to work. Exactly is this, you know? Like, what is this even? I think it's a wrist, but it's not making anything move. Hmm. Wait, why would it make this one disappear, not the other one? Okay. I give up. I'm just... Yeah, I give up. I give up. I surrender. I quit. Fuck this. I'm just gonna play Monster Hunter or something. Kudos to people who can figure this crap out.